wrong to be gone on. I didn't know what was going on, didn't try to see it, lost in the blues. Nothing to win and everything to lose. It was all out of hand till it took control. Now I'm just trying to touch it and I'm all alone. You see, I took it hard right to the bone. Side of the road's been clearly gone. I never wanted to hurt anyone, but now I'm living all alone. And it was all out of hand till it took control. And now I'm just trying to touch it and I'm all alone. Lie to me in my sleep, and I'll hold you in my dreams. In my arms and in your eyes, hold your heart close to mine. I had to start walking alone, off into the distance and out of the blues. Everything to win and nothing to lose. It was all out of hand till it took control. And now I'm just trying to touch it and I'm all alone. Time to leave for the dream, or I'll always be asleep. My mind waking up, now is the endless dream. Sometimes a dangerous machine. I want it back, it took from me. My mind attacked, my soul and dreams. Matter of fact, it drove me to listen to my heart beat. Oh, town, wonderful place. Out of the pocket, into the race. I want it back, it took from me. My mind attacked, my soul and dreams. Matter of fact, it drove me to listen to my heart beat. Listen to my heart beat. Many things I leave behind. Some dreams don't come to life. So I hold on to what it means. Try to follow what I believe. I want it back, it took from me. My mind attacked, my soul and dreams. Matter of fact, it drove me to listen to my heart beat. Listen to my heart but I don't know what I need. It's a black hole living for the blood. Got it all, but it's never enough. Oh, somehow that darkness, it gets a hold of me. I gotta fight off the Americans and things that ain't tough. Ain't tough. If you don't know what you gotta know. Ain't tough. Ain't tough. If you don't know what you need to know.
Folks all around the world, welcome to the best online rally ever. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are your hosts for the best online rally ever. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Joe.
How's it going?
Good. So good to see you. So
good to see you too. Always, always, always. Oh my God, I just wish I could give you a hug, right? This is such a bizarre time to live in. Heidi and I look forward to our time together every year at the Sturgis Rally. We have now been working together at the Sturgis Rally for a number of years, and we are essentially the faces of Sturgis Jewelry. Sturgis Jewelry. This is us. Right? So welcome to everybody listening around the world. Very cool to have so many of you tune in yesterday for our opening night. And now we are here for our Saturday party, which is lots of fun. Is that water, Heidi?
No.
I mean,
I'll just fix that right now.
And it wouldn't be rally if you didn't just finish off a bottle of liquor straight from the bottle, right? That's just part of how we roll.
Why dirty a glass?
Totally. Oh my God. So very lovely to see you all and to have you all joining us for this very crazy event that we've decided to run. We were not able to make it to Rally this year. This is our 32nd year at Rally. The jeweler of Sturgis Jewelry is my dad, for anyone who doesn't know this, John Willers. And a very fun fact is that John is going to be joining us later in the show, and we have a whole bunch of really fun stuff for you planned this evening. We're going to be launching and showing you our brand new SturgisJewelry.com website, brand spanking new, looking slick, and we're going to have a lot more of our pieces up there. We're bringing that website back to life, and we have Saul, my brother, the builder of the website, builder from scratch of the website. He is going to be joining us today as well to go through the website with us. And of course, we're going to show you some jewelry. We're going to have some awesome music from Josh Rogan. That intro slideshow you just saw, that was Hang Tough by the Rogan Brothers Band, and that is Josh Rogan. And he is our artist for the weekend, awesome guy, beautiful musician, and we have some more music from him tonight as well. For now, though, I did want to just say hi, and I wanted to say, you know, I was reflecting yesterday about how this is our 32nd year with a presence at the Sturgis Rally. This is Heidi's 35th year at the Sturgis Rally, 35th, and And I was just thinking about how cool this whole thing has come together. So any of you out there who don't know kind of a bit of history about us, as I said before, Heidi and I are kind of the face of Sturgis Jewelry. There are so many more people behind the scenes, obviously. Heidi started working with us at the 74th rally, which was the first rally that my dad, John, decided that he could leave the rally in my hands and he could be the master jeweler maker and do all of the fabulous stuff. And he didn't need to be there. And it was kind of a nice way for him to step back. Rally is A, fun, B, tiring if you're working. So, you know, he'd been doing it for so many years and it was so cool for him to be able to step down. That was the year that we hired Heidi. And Heidi and I had known each other at Sturgis because Heidi'd been there for so long and she had been a bartender and she had some of the most fabulous anecdotes from bartending at Rally. Shh, just one or two of them, maybe just one of them. I think I want to hear about.
Don't worry, guys. If you're listening, I won't name names.
Oh no, of course. No. We never name names. Never. Okay. So Heidi, you know what? I want to hear about Badass Heidi. I want to hear the bottle opener story.
Oh gosh.
No, it's a good one. It's like you are the fucking coolest.
I'm actually a very nice girl, and this is going to make me sound like I'm not a very nice girl.
Okay, we can tell that one later. Do you want to tell a different one now? I'm throwing you
good.
in the
fine.
deep end.
No, it's fine. So we sell, when I sold beer here, it was in great big feed troughs, big metal feed troughs that you just fill with ice and beer. So myself and all the other gals that are serving were just fishing beers out of water, and so it makes your skin super crepey. And our tool of the trade is obviously a bottle opener, and you have to bring your own. And with the amount of people, the amount of beer, and the amount of stuff that's going on, it's pretty easy to lose track of those. So we got pretty creative about where you tuck them. We try to keep them on our body as much as possible. Setting it down is just silly. And it was quite busy, and I was looking everywhere for my bottle opener and could not find it in any of the regular spots. And a regular customer of mine that was sitting behind me, so he was looking the same direction at the crowd that I was, pointed at a guy at my bar and motioned to his back pocket. And so I stopped and I looked at the guy who was trying to fill me in, and I pointed at the guy and he nodded. So just impetuously, I was trying to serve beer. It was costing me money, and my hands were raw, so there was no way I could open even a single beer bottle with my hands. I jumped up on the bar and I grabbed the guy by the hair and I pulled him forward really hard so that I could see his back pocket. And it was actually in his back pocket. I pulled it out. I may or may not have hit him with it.
May or may not. Come on.
May or may not. I also invited him to drink at anyone else's bar for the rest of Rally, because.
And that is super legit. And that is.
And he probably also had a goose egg from where I pulled him forward.
Whoops.
A little one. It was a little one.
So Heidi, for those of you who don't know, stands about this tall. I'm not even that tall. Heidi is an absolute firecracker and has so many beautiful, beautiful stories and hilarious stories from her time at Rally. So thank you for sharing that one that I threw you in the deep end to tell us.
I mean, a girl's got to look out for herself, right?
It's true. It's absolutely true. Now, we are going to have, as I said, my dad, the jeweler, on later in the show. And we're going to chat about some really fun stuff with him. Okay, I am getting a message from our director saying that we had a little tech issue and we've just gone live on Facebook. So we were a little bit late coming up on Facebook. So welcome to all of you listeners on Facebook. Hi, welcome.
Sorry for the snafu.
You missed our beautiful intro video. It's okay because you're going to see it at the end as well. It's all good. It's a fun slideshow showing a lot of our favorite moments from Rally, both including the jewelry and also including friends and, I mean, really family. We're all family now. We've worked together so long, and we always have each other's backs. So that shows a lot of our friends and family. And that's what I wanted to get into right now is just for a bit of fun. We are going to chat for a second about a good friend of ours who my dad, the jeweler, knows Barney, who has been at the Rally for many, many years. And many of you are going to know him when I pull up this photo in a second. Barney is a wonderful friend of ours. And Barney does wood carvings for anyone who doesn't know him. And we, for a few years there, we were selling his stuff for him. So he was hanging out in the store with us, but he would wander off and do his own thing. He's been at Rally so many years that he's just a character. Everyone wants a picture with him. Everyone knows him. He is a very, very lovely and incredibly down-to-earth guy. And he was just exhausted from walking around and talking to so many people and just being at Rally in general, that this is what happened to Barney in the back of our store one year. So this is hilariously Barney sitting in what is actually the chair that Heidi is sitting in right now. So when we come back,
I was wondering if you didn't notice.
And Barney, this was so fabulous. So anyone who's been to Rally, you're probably recognizing Barney right now. And God, I love Barney, and he would probably hate me for showing this photo. As I took the photos of him there napping, he kind of stirred as I took the first photo and started wiggling his toes. And you can see that in the photo right there. So right there, that is a classic Rally pass out. Like that is, I'm just exhausted from being out in the sun, walking around, chatting to people. That is a classic Rally pass out, and is absolutely legitimate, right? So now we come back, we can see Heidi's chair right there. And that's the chair that Barney, a lovely Barney, was passed out in. All righty. So moving on, we are going to move on now. Heidi and I are going to show you a few pieces of our jewelry before we jump into inviting some of our guests on. So we are going to jump right over to this to have a look at some of the pieces that are not yet available on our website, but we are going to be able to take orders from you for any of these pieces and any of our Sturgis jewelry pieces. At the end of the show, you can join us in our shopping room, AKA after party, AKA jewelry counter. You can join us in a Zoom room. We will give you the details for that later in the show. And if you'd like to order any of these pieces, you can do so there. So without further ado, I want to jump right in here. And Heidi, we are going to have a look at a few pieces. We are going to first look at a few gold pieces. This is what I wanted to show. We didn't get around to these gold pieces yesterday. So if you're not familiar with our jewelry, we work with silver and gold. And these pieces are, this one is in solid 10 karat gold. And in the small skull in the eyeball here is in solid 10 karat white gold. So this is a bit of a classic thing for Dad, right, Heidi?
Yeah, I love the mixed metals.
Yeah, so the two metals together just allows for some more definition. And this guy has the emerald in the back of the spider up here, and the ruby in the eye as well. So here I'm going to remove my classic skull ring and just put that guy on so that you can see how it sits. Beautifully comfortable. The shanks on all of Dad's pieces are really nice and thick. They're rounded, so they're always comfortable to wear. And that's one of the things that I love so much about the jewelry. Any stories about that particular piece, Heidi?
I'm wearing the silver version.
Actually,
Ended.
holy shit. There is a fabulous story. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I'm going to let Dad tell that story later. That ring in particular has one of the best stories I've ever heard about a piece of jewelry. We'll get there later. You are wearing the pendant. We'll jump to that in a second because now we're just spotlighting this camera. Another gold piece I wanted to spotlight today is this stunning Indian. So you see the rubies in the headdress, sapphires across the center, emeralds in the sides, and rubies in the eyes as well. So all of the stones going on there. Same idea, very comfortable.
In that Indian is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's almost portrait-esque. It's so detailed. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And then we'll jump on to Viking here. So these are really some of our showcase gold pieces. Now, all of you viewers out there, I want you to have a really good look at this Viking. And then we might have a vote, a live vote later for how many people think this looks like Dad. It's just the face. There's something about the face. Anyway, this gorgeous Viking, also with stones. There's a diamond in the center of the helmet here. And these are a lot of our showcase gold pieces. And just very briefly before we move forward, I also want to show these, the gold skulls. These are some of the only really just simple, plain gold skull rings that I have ever seen and ever found. They're incredibly comfortable. If you're out there and you wear gold, and this is one of the few places where you can actually get a gold skull ring like this that's solid and that will really last forever. Yeah, and we've had, of course, lots of people interested in gold pieces this year as the price of gold is going up. So not only is it a badass piece of jewelry to wear, it is also
great investment.
A great investment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the pieces that I wanted to look at right now just to kick the showcase off. So we're going to move on now to probably one of my favorite parts of the show. We're going to come back to us, Mr. Director Man there. We're going to take the jewelry cam off. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mr. Director Man. Mr. Director Man, I cannot turn off. There we go. Okay, I'm having trouble. Tech issues. All righty. We are going to move on. And the most important thing we need to do before we move on is we're going to have a drink. If you are out there and you are watching, you are joining us, we hope that you have a shot glass ready. If not, please take a swig of whatever you're drinking, your kombucha, your tea, your coffee. If you're somewhere where it's morning time, I am also somewhere where it's morning time. So, we are just joining in with some tequila because it's rally. So we are going to cheers.
Because it's rally, right?
Because it's rally. And we always toast the first day of rally. First day of rally.
Cheers, guys.
Happy rally. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty. Next up, we are going to invite and have a beautiful guest. It's my brother. He's also here in Australia, but quite a ways away. So it is the master builder of our Sturgis Jewelry website. He's going to come on and tell us a little bit about the website. It's been through a few different lives, and we're super excited to show you our brand new website. So please, everybody, welcome the brilliant and incredibly talented Saul Willers.
G'day, guys. That's quite an introduction. Can I live up to it? I don't know.
Of course you can.
I'm going to have a quick chat about the website. It's been a work in progress for a long time, and this latest iteration has some good improvements and something we'll be adding to for a long time to come, hopefully. So I'm going to quickly share some images of what we've been through to get here, I guess, because the website has certainly gone through a whole bunch of iterations, and it's been a long time work in progress. So let's jump into it, because this goes a long way back into the past. So we're going to jump into some old-time memories of where Sturgis Jewelry has come from. This is around the year 2000, and that is good father, where he was set up when we were still called John Willers, and we launched our online presence as johnwillers.com. It was a venture in around the birth of the internet type thing, because this is early. I believe we started in 99, and I think we launched in 2000. So it's early days of the internet, and we started with johnwillers.com. This is obviously before Sturgis Jewelry evolved, and I was involved as well here. Its time has moved on a little bit since then, but this is one of the first iterations of the website. Was our wonderful colors of johnwillers.com fine jewelry. We had animated GIFs. It was amazing. It was quite colorful. I don't know that you would call it in a good sense, but we were all learning, me in particular. We had a few variations around this same time. We introduced some purple, believe it or not, which was pretty opinionated. And set off the jewelry in interesting ways. I think we've dialed it down quite a lot since then. We went with somewhere around this time of a bit more black to showcase the catalog online. I don't think we had a lot of shopping online in these days, but we introduced it slowly in the 2000s and the mid 2000s, and this is the same time as we sort of transitioned into Sturgis Jewelry as well. So the website has sort of matched our change as a company as well. We had a big redesign of the site that probably a lot of you have seen, as this is what we were doing in 2008, and it stayed with us for a long time. We kept our purples and our golds, and this was the look that we have had for quite a while, until our redesign recently, which has been a lot of fun and has resulted in something like this. So our color scheme has gone a little bit. We've kept our purples in splashes, but a lot cleaner look, and we're showing off our jewelry on the new site under this new look. So it's been a fun evolution to get to this point, and it's definitely something that we're going to keep evolving, as we always have over the years that we've had the site around. So rather than drill down through the site, I would encourage you to have a look at our site itself, which is sturgisjewelry.com. We have a lot of the pieces up there already in a new, easy to use format. It looks good on your phone, that sort of thing. The checkout experience should be good. All of these things are happening on the new site, and we'll definitely continue to grow it going forward.
Very cool. Very cool, Solly. Yeah, that looks great. And you know what's interesting about that whole thing? I actually didn't recognize quite a few of those iterations. I had no idea how many steps it went through.
Yeah, it's been a few. There was very colorful choices along quite a few of the waves. We've had some color consultants that have helped us, who contributed to the colors, and I think it's evolved over the years. So I'm glad that you haven't seen some of those. That would be fun for you.
No, yeah,
really quickly, I'm just going to jump in. I just want to, there's so many people besides Joanna and I missing each other. And of course, Saul, we haven't seen you here for a long, long time. I shout out to some people that we know for sure are here with us tonight. Veronica, our dear friend, who actually got engaged right in front of our store, is currently expecting her first baby. She's here live with us. So hi and congratulations, Veronica.
Hey, yay.
Yeah, Mike and Holly are also here. Hi, guys. So Holly. Lovely to see Mike. You.
Mwah.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. So nice to have some of those people.
I'm so grateful to have this venue to be able to see you guys when, I mean, other than this, rally wouldn't have happened for any of us this year. So
For sure, right?
Yeah.
And so that's really cool. I hope that you guys out there saw all of that about the website, because it is really fun. Definitely go check out the new website because it looks really awesome, Saul.
All right.
Great job.
It's fantastic. So Saul, I think you're going to stay on with us for a little bit. You might come in a little bit later in the show. For now, we are going to jump to a beautiful song by the wonderful Josh Rogan, who's actually going to be on live with us tomorrow evening. So Sunday evening, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Come on and you will be able to meet the musician behind all of these beautiful songs. So for now, we're going to jump to a song by the incredible Josh Rogan. Enjoy.
just what I needed. Holy crap, that was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's the that is totally the correct response to that that track right there. Yeah, right. Josh is an incredible guitarist. Yeah, really, really interesting guy, and we are so happy to be able to showcase his music and have him here with us tomorrow live. And I also, on that note, Solly, I think you're still there with us. I was hoping that you would enjoy that track. Saul himself, he is actually an incredibly talented guitarist as well. So that instrumental song was placed there specifically for your enjoyment.
I love that a lot. I'm nowhere near Josh's level of playing. That's fantastic. I enjoyed that song a lot.
Oh, you're pretty good, Saul. Let's yeah, you are. No.
Right.
Yeah, awesome. So we are back and we have some more fun stuff coming up. Right now, I want to announce, if any of you out there have not seen, we are doing a very exciting giveaway. So we are on social media, we're doing a giveaway for the 80th anniversary of the Sturgis Rally. It's celebrating the anniversary. So we are in this giveaway, we have a men's t-shirt, a ladies t-shirt, and a cap, all from the 80th. And most importantly, this giveaway includes one of our exclusive 80th anniversary rings. So this is a design that is specifically for the 80th anniversary of Sturgis. It's available only online. It can be ordered from sturgisjewelry.com. And we are doing this giveaway, so you have a chance to win one of these rings. All you have to do to win is to go onto our Facebook or our Instagram, Sturgis Jewelry on both, very easy to find. And you need to follow us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. And then the post you see about the giveaway, you need to tag 3 friends in order to get an entry. Each 3 friends that you tag will be an extra entry, so you have an awesome chance to actually get extra entries into that giveaway. And if you stay tuned, we are going to have.
I know you guys have 3 friends. I know you have 3 friends.
Yeah, come on, you definitely have 3 friends. So,
I mean, we're all a pretty grumpy bunch, but 3 friends.
To tempt you and entice you a little bit more, let's jump over to Saul, who's going to show us the 80th anniversary ring on the website. Did I put you on the spot there, Saul?
Let's do it.
Awesome.
I'm just wondering what body part Saul is.
What?
Did you catch the? You'll figure it out. Wondering what body part Saul is.
Oh, right. Oh, right.
I'm the beard.
It's true.
So the
That
site
looks
is now
so
featuring a
fucking
couple of new pieces, and they're the same piece, and it's our anniversary piece for the rally. We have it available in silver and gold. Let's jump into those silver ones that Joanna was talking about, and it's so we've got the bike, and we have a stone which is a ruby in the breather of the motor. We've got the hills up behind, and our Sturgis 80th rally. Here's it on the hand. It's also something worth noting that we've got free shipping on this, so the price here is inclusive of shipping, which is just a limited time during the rally. So these are available in silver and also in gold. We'll just jump into the gold, which is the same piece in solid 10 karat gold.
So stunning in gold.
Yeah, it's a lovely piece. It captures a lot of the things that the rally is about. And there it is on the hand. So it's available online right now at sturgisjewelry.com in gold and silver as well. So
awesome.
Get into it.
Yeah, nice. And just to clarify that, the giveaway piece is going to be the piece in silver. So the piece that is included in the giveaway is the sterling silver, that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of
So
work.
if you guys have seen if you've seen the anniversary rings in the past, you you know exactly what it is, what it's about, what it looks like. They're phenomenal. And we're kind of starting to have a little bit of a gathering. We have a kind of a following. I noticed some guys last week crossed each other and kind of held their rings up and realized that they both had an anniversary ring. It was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's and that's so cool. A lot of the people who do have that ring, they wear it with pride, and it's so cool to see them have that ring when they do come back to rally every year. Really, really cool. Awesome. So now we are going to, before we look at more jewelry, we are going to now bring the jeweler himself onto the show. So Dad Willers, John Willers, please welcome the incredible master of design and creativity who makes all of these pieces that we are showing you, John Willers.
And two pretty amazing fucking children.
Well,
Hi,
come
John.
on.
Hey, Heidi.
Hey, Dad.
Good to see you.
Well, you can hear me?
Yes.
I can.
Wow.
Yeah.
I pushed the right button. Oh, I'm impressed.
Nailed it.
Well done.
So this is very fitting because we were just looking at all the iterations of the website that the website has been through, and you can see that both Heidi and I have the Sturgis Jewelry banner. This is our logo now. But Dad, can you tell us about the banner that you have behind you? Because that one goes back a little way.
Oh, it goes back a long, long way. They didn't print them in those days. They actually made a background, and then they cut out the letters and posted and glued them onto the banner.
Wow.
So when you roll those guys up, you can roll them so the lettering is on the outside, which is not a normal thing you'd think to do.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. But I cannot remember who it was made in the US. I'm sure of that. And I carried it across the world in different ways. But there you go. And some of those pictures of Saul's beginnings of the site, I'd forgotten about them, and I immediately remembered how it did evolve slowly. But it was a treat. Let me just try something on you, and just remind people that there are different stones in all of these jewelry, particularly the anniversary ring. You can have a diamond there in the gold. I wouldn't put a diamond in silver. Emeralds, sapphires, blue. Yeah. So, what else is happening?
Yeah, awesome. Very, very cool. So, so it's been really nice to kind of dive into some of those past images today. And so on the note of that banner, Dad, I just want to kind of jump back to, so you had been doing shows in the US for a long time before going to Sturgis, right?
No.
Oh, not for a long time.
No, it was just that one summer.
Okay.
Spring and summer of 88.
Right.
And
so
89 was because you and Saul were pretty young, and you probably remember the whole family moved back to Vancouver Island, and then I was up and down the West Coast, and that's when I discovered about what Sturgis was and what it was all about, and got myself sorted with a vendor spot at Buffalo Chip. And that was the beginning. And right after that, we ended up in town and met wonderful people. And some of the funniest people I've ever met have been at the rally, believe me. And I'm going to read you a little ditty here from a wonderful bloke. He used to put out he had a hairdressing salon in Baltimore, Maryland. And he would come out to the rally just because he rode a bike and selling his t-shirts, and he was really good at what he did. But one year he had this little ditty on the back of the bike, and I'm going to read this on the back of the t-shirt. It says, "One night in Sturgis, and I've been wrung out, strung out, played out, laid out, smoked out, joked out, knocked out, bailed out, brewed, screwed, and tattooed. Can't wait for tomorrow." I love that one.
I think I had that t-shirt.
Okay, well,
I'm
Brian
reasonably
Carson.
sure. Either I had the T-shirt or I took that T-shirt home for somebody, and
Well,
it run. Go ahead.
It's one of my favorites, and I had
Yeah.
to retire it, and I take it out just once in a blue moon. But Brian Cardinelli was the guy that had that idea. He wrote the little story, and he designed
it
all
kind
the
of sums it
t-shirts.
up, right?
Yeah, Brian, it does totally. And he was a good guy. I
It's
haven't
all the
seen him for a
mark.
long time, but he was a lot of fun.
Oh God, I love that. And I also remember this. So as a child, yes, I was alive when Dad started going to Sturgis. As a child, I do remember Dad coming home with all of this stuff and all these stories from these rallies, and so it was just something that I was kind of exposed to and aware of from very early on, and it was always so interesting, and it took so long for me to realize that wasn't a normal experience, and it was always very, very interesting to have that stuff come home from rally as well. And yeah, so Dad, just as you cheers there, I did just want to say, Solly, you there? Solly's gonna have a quick little drink because we need to toast.
I just went and got
Four
a
of us
drink.
need to toast together. And those of you who are backstage for this show, our wonderful director Stu McIntyre and our beautiful hands on every deck that needs to be covered, Hannah Smith.
Yes.
Cheers.
Hannah
First
and
day
Stu.
of rally to everyone.
Cheers.
Hannah and Stu.
Yeah. So, Solly, we just wanted to have a drink with you if you need to do stuff, but you can stay.
No, I'm good. I'll be here.
I haven't had a drink with you for a while. In fact, the last time I saw Saul
was the 75th, yeah?
I gave him a shot
before bed because he and Astrid were coming here to Sturgis, as a matter of fact. They stayed at my house. Yeah. And he had a wicked, wicked cold, and I made him drink some whiskey before bed. The hot toddy. Yeah. I mean, it didn't work, but my heart was in the right place. So.
It tasted good.
Oh, that's so funny. So one of my favorite things that I would love to hear about from Dad and Heidi is that first year that Dad was in Sturgis, he was at the Buffalo Chip. And I totally remember this story. It was on the show yesterday about the guy with the nitrous oxide. That was part of it. But I love that you both roll your eyes as soon as you think of that. But I would love to hear a little bit about the things, because both of you saw things and you were there and you were in things, you were experiencing a lot of the same stuff, but then the two of you didn't meet till many years later, which is so crazy. And for all of this to come full circle like that is such an incredible thing. So Heidi and Dad, like, can you tell us a little bit about Buffalo Chip? And remember, we don't name and shame. We just tell stories about people who don't have names right now. I'll save a story. You can tell a story. I really quickly, for anyone that's ever been to the Buffalo Chip or seen it online, certainly there's been plenty of TV shows and things like that about it, documentaries. What you see today, which is the campground where all of the big headlining bands, that's always where they play, is the Buffalo Chip. When I started working there, and certainly it was just after that when you started working there, John, it wasn't even what I would call a campground. It was the side of a mountain with a chain link fence around it. That was the Buffalo Chip. The stage and back then it was, my first year it was Bread, Ted Nugent, ZZ Top, a bunch. Anyway, the stage itself was wooden pallets that were zip tied together, set out down in the flattest area, which was not even very flat. And it rained like it does here. Joanna, how do I put that? How does it rain here? Oh yeah, she says it wouldn't be Sturgis if it wasn't raining like a cow pissing on a flat rock.
That's how it rains here. Like a cow pissing on a flat rock. It comes straight down and goes straight out, and there's a lot of it. And that wooden pallet stage, every time it rained, would just slide and slide and slide and slide. And these guys that were out helping on these nitrous balloons were standing in mud up to their knees sometimes. Like, it was just insane. It was so crazy, but that was the place to be, right? So anyway, the buffalo chip that you know today is not what it started out as. It was the side of a mountain with a chain link fence around it.
It was ugly to be whatever, but it because everybody was having so much fun.
Yeah.
As a vendor, you got on their level, and you started to have some fun. But it was you had to survive the day because the business was just 6 in the evening to 6 in the morning. That was it.
Yeah.
Then after that.
Well, the other thing that was vastly different then to now is every single person, not some, not most, every single person that stayed at the chip back then was tent camping.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to put a motorhome out there. You couldn't have even gotten one on the property.
Tent camping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now they got cabins, they got all kinds of stuff. But anyway,
there was none of that. So when it rained and when the wind came, the tents also took a hike often. Yeah,
it was priceless. In fact, it was ugly in many respects, but because we were having so much fun and we were making a few dollars, it made me come back the next year into town, got myself a good spot, and we went from there. But that guy with the nitrous oxide, he used to. I'll make this short because I already told the story once, but we were set up and we'd been there about 3 days, and I had the hump. I wasn't a happy man because it was hot. There was no business. But this was the first night all the action happened. And this guy knew that. And he pulls up on his bike and sets himself up with his buddy in the back with his 2 cylinders in the back of his truck. I had no idea what they were doing. And there's a box of balloons, right? And they start selling these balloons full of nitrous oxide. And of course, people are falling over. At least they weren't falling on our stand. And it was just the craziest night. And this went on until it was all over. And they disappeared. They were gone. When they finished their gas, they were out. But one night, there was somehow the cops got in because there was an ambulance came in. I think that's what it was. But I was just watching the action because we were right downtown at the front of the stage. And I didn't notice, but the guy with the gas, because it was illegal as hell, he and his buddy in the truck, they were gone. They were just so quick at it. Yeah. But one night he told me, he gave me a cookie, which he used to bake himself.
Right.
And you get to really load it. And he goes over to my wife, Lorraine, and he says, he's going to start giving this stuff away. Be careful, watch it. So about an hour later, I'm still busy talking to people, and this guy comes over and gets Lorraine's attention, and he gives her a big fat joint, and he says, give this to your old man. He made such a deal for us. Thank you. And Lorraine thinks, oh my, he is giving the shit away. Yeah. And, just an anecdote on that one. That same guy, the bloke who organized the whole thing with the balloons and rode his big bike, he was involved with a lot of shows on the West Coast. And every time he saw me at a show, he'd come up and give me a cookie.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then I bet he was telling all his friends to go and buy jewelry from you.
No, I don't know. He didn't. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have to circle back because you said tent camping before, and I'm going to pull up an image. So I'm going to preface this first. So these are some regular customers of ours who have also become dear friends, and we love to see them every year. And I remember that one year. So this is I'll pull up this photo now for us to have a look at, because this is the wonderful Dave and Joni.
Oh, Schultz.
Yeah. And so And that's Dad with
you
Dave and
guys.
Zoe in our
Aw.
store. And they are just some of the most incredible people. They have taken care of Heidi and I many, many times, including some peanut butter whiskey that we couldn't get from the liquor store. So they went to pick it up for us one year, which was a whole other story.
They are the sweetest couple that I've
They are.
They're just the
lovely.
sweetest couple. And they are, I mean, without going too far and saying that, telling everyone how old they are or their ages, at the time this happened, they were easily in their mid-60s, if not older. And they have been going to Rally for many years. I don't know exactly how many, but they always ride, and they always tent camp. That is their thing. They've been going since the early days, and that is their thing. And I remember they came into the store this one year. They came walking in, and Joni comes up and she just leans on the counter and she's like, there is nothing worse than waking up hungover in a tent with the sun hitting it.
The sun's baking your brain. I remember that.
She's just like looking at her and she says, this is it. We're not going in a tent next year. It just crossed a line. And I've never forgotten that. It's true.
I mean, I did it. I tent camped here. I worked 18-hour shifts tent camping for over 20 years.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole idea, right?
But you were young. See, you were young. That was easy
Thanks,
to do.
John. Thanks. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you're not young still, but
No, you're right. I was. I'm not.
Oh my God, that's so
and
funny.
you not coming so that I could come and share a room with your daughter and sleep in a bed was the best thing that ever happened. We miss you dearly, but I way like sleeping in a bed better than a tent.
yeah, hot shower,
Much better.
a simple stove.
shower.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
half.
It's true.
Yep.
It's almost
so
like a
true.
motel room, but it works.
Yeah.
So John, you'll understand this too, and anyone that happens to be listening that's maybe been around for a while or been to a few rallies, it's such a weird thing. So obviously, when John and I started coming, it was a much smaller affair. Things were much different. Things were much easier. It was kind of a shock to me. I was one of the first people that actually owned a cell phone. Because of the job that I had at home, I had to have a cell phone. I had the old brick cell phone that came in a box that I could carry over my shoulder. And for 3 years, I brought it, hoping to God I was going to find a signal from God knows where. And of course, there was no signal. And I got teased terribly for dragging this thing around town with me. So here we are now, fast forward. We're in different countries, different time zones. And we've gone way past the cell phone because we're connecting on different devices and we're all together. That's the important part, is we are all still finding a way to come together with the virus, with the weather, with the travel restrictions, with everything else. This event gets under your skin and it's physically a part of all of us. It's part of our history. It's part of my best memories, part of my worst memories, part of my worst hangovers for sure.
You know something here. The city almost shut it, or the town decided there was a lot of people in town wanted to shut it down when it was mainly in the park.
Sure.
It wasn't on Main Street. It was down in the park.
Right.
And down to the city.
That's where the rally started.
Exactly. Yeah, but in the city, not the city. I think there were just a lot of residents. They'd had enough because it was pretty rough. I never experienced it, but it was pretty rough.
Well, I mean, once a year, a couple hundred bikers would roll into the middle of town to the city. It's the city park. Like any small town has that nice little park area. And these guys would roll in and party like fucking rock stars for 5 days. And,
you
know, bonfires. And I mean, I get it.
it almost got shut down, but it didn't, and thank heavens it didn't.
Yeah.
And now
Yep.
I bet that most of the people in the city are quite happy because the facilities in that town, since we first started to go there, are just priceless compared to what they
Yeah.
were. Yeah, the town's done well out of it, so say no more.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely had a lot of iterations and shifted
yeah.
a lot over the years.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna jump now. We can keep telling stories, but I want to jump because I don't want to forget to get to this story. We're gonna jump on to showing some pieces of jewelry again. So, Dad, I think you probably heard before when we were looking at one of these rings, and I was about to tell a story, and then I realized that it's really your story to tell. So you can see the ring that I'm showing here?
Yeah.
Do you know the story that I'm referring to?
Yeah, well, the guy he'd come off his bike.
Tell the story. We want to
Yeah,
hear it.
well, he walked into the store, and I remembered him, but that was about it. I remembered his face. Anyway, he shows me the ring, and the whole from the side of the white gold skull, it was just sliced off, or ground off, like it had been on a very heavy grinder. And the ring was bent all over the place, and I said, "Whoa, what happened?" And he said, "Well, I came off my scooter and I went down the road, and this ring saved my finger, probably my hand. It took all the punishment." I said, "Man, that's a pity, but I'll tell you what, I'll do a dead set swap. I'll just give you this one for that one." He says, "No way." He says, "This is the best thing that I'm gonna ever wear on my finger for the rest of my life." He had a story with that.
It's true. The pieces are substantial enough that I too have had a couple of incidents. Not thank God, not on a bike, but there's been a couple of times where I've smashed my hand, and these rings have saved my ass.
I had to straighten it up and sort it out a little bit, but he didn't want me to do too much to it. He just wanted so he could wear it comfortably. He was so happy with that thing. I love that story.
I love that.
Sure. Yeah.
And so I love that story, and I love telling that story, especially about that ring, but even about any of the rings, right? Because any of these rings could probably save your hand if you were skidding along the road by chance. So I really want to.
Or shut your hand in a cooler door, which is what I do tending bar a lot. And and it just.
So this piece here, this is a really similar piece, but we want to go ahead and show some of these rose gold pieces. So this one here is this similar design, rose gold skull with the spider's web, the spider, the smaller, this is actually a silver skull in the eye socket of this one, snake coming around the top, and the snake becomes the latch for the bail. Just everything so well thought through. Ruby in the eye and the emerald in the back of the spider. And these rose gold pieces, Dad just made them a couple years ago. We started making some rose gold again. And Dad, do you want to tell us a little bit about this design? Because this is definitely one of the designs that, this is one of your very, very well-known designs.
That's nice to hear. And remember, there's a snake crawling around there. If you bend it over a little bit, Oh, I don't know. It just popped into my head. I can't. I mean, it really wasn't inspired by anything. And it popped, and I was.
That's the difference between you and the average guy, because most of us are not.
I'm an average guy and everything. There's no real. It being creative is one thing. It's a very nice. It's a joy to be like that, but it doesn't make me anything special. I don't think. I can be a pain in the ass and a cantankerous son of a gun. So,
just like everybody.
But you're a creative son of a gun. You're a creative cantankerous son of a gun.
Yeah.
So this here, so we just have this really small rose gold collection in stock right now.
Keep it still.
Many of these pieces can be made in rose gold as well. So these are some of my favorites. The rose gold skull drop earrings with rubies in the eyes.
So this is my only drawback with us doing stuff like this via the internet versus live, because as much as I love being able to do this, it just does not do justice to the pieces.
Yeah.
Guys, when you see this stuff in person, it's just unbelievable.
That's
The
good.
brilliance of the metals, they're just stunning.
Yeah. Wear
Stop on that
forever kind of thing.
Joanna, stop on your bracelet, the silver one that you adjust. Just expand it and just show it briefly.
The
No,
skulls.
the one at the bottom.
The expanding one.
That one. No.
This one.
This one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is worth it.
Move
Yeah.
the knots. If you take it off, you can explain it better. You see how those knots, move the knots, Joanna. Okay. Folks, this is what started me making jewelry. I grew up in East Africa and I used to wear a bracelet exactly like this, made out of the tail, hairs out of the tail of an elephant. And I knew how to make them because as little kids, we wore those bracelets all the time. And when they broke, I figured out the way you'd fix them, you'd soak them in water and the hair would become pliable and you'd fix them. So many, many years later, I'm sitting in a basement in Calgary, Alberta, because I had an outside job and I was freeze up, and so I had unemployment. And I started to make these things in copper. Within a couple of months, Lorraine and I moved to Vancouver. And within a month there, I was making jewelry. But these guys started me in that world. I've never done anything like that in my life, but I made them in copper, and then it went from there.
Yeah.
I still got some more.
It's a pretty solid, heavy bracelet, and I never, ever take it off. Always just so comfortable to wear. In fact, I wear a lot of bracelets, but I actually wear these 3 together all the time, and I even sleep in them. That's how comfortable they are. Yeah. Yeah. These are all made by Dad. Yeah. And I love that. The fact that you made these as a kid, or you repaired them as a kid, and then that turned into your career and all of this stuff that you've created, all of these pieces. And this is such a small snippet of what you've actually made as well. Yeah.
Take the ring with the top hat.
Yeah, this guy, we're going to show this guy a little bit later. So
Okay.
We'll have it. No. We'll jump to it right now because you want to talk about it. So this is fucking cool. Let's just say that. Start with that.
It's a logo on an exotic rum, or was it whiskey? I'll go and check out before we.
Well, that was your inspiration for it.
That was my inspiration because it's not exactly like the logo, but it's it's a beauty. I really like that. The little skull is yellow gold. The ring is sterling silver, and there's snakes and all.
Joanna, show it from the top angle. The curvature of that ring is so perfect. It fits so flush and comfortably. There you go. It's the most comfortable. I mean, all of his pieces are round and comfortable like that, but that one sits so flush. You would think it looks like maybe something you might get caught, and it absolutely doesn't. It sits so nice and comfortably.
It's true. It's so true. Yeah, I love this guy. This is quite a new design. So really only been released about a year ago. And so not visible on the website just yet, but is definitely available by order. You can join us after the show for our after party if you'd like to see any of these pieces or chat about them. And you can also contact us by email or by phone anytime if you want to look at any of these. So yeah, this guy's quite special, quite a unique piece.
It's based on a logo from a rum from Jamaica.
Right.
I guess I'd make a mistake if I gave their name or advertised it.
No, I mean, that was your inspiration for the piece, right?
Yeah, and I didn't drink any of the rum. I just like the label.
Nice. All righty. So we're going to be back very shortly, but for now we are going to jump onto another beautiful music video from the incredible Josh Rogan.
That last video was priceless.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Absolutely priceless.
It's just stunning.
So good. Yeah.
He's so good. Yeah. And so We're going to jump on to another incredible video from the awesome Josh Rogan now, and we will be back with you shortly. I think maybe we should have a quick little cheers before we go to music. Cheers, everybody.
Solly, are you still there? Nope, no Solly.
First day of rally.
First day of rally.
Wouldn't be rally without our drinks. All righty, let's go see Josh Rogan.
This is probably the hardest part of my week, and I am having a lot of trouble with this, believe it or not. I cannot believe I've played so many shit. Don't tell me I didn't get any of that. That's what's heartbreaking about this shit, man. Well, what I was just telling you guys when the camera stopped working was that this is a really difficult process, recording, because when you're doing live shows, you kick it off and you gotta finish what you start. But with recordings, you got that little, you know, thought in the back of your mind, I'll just start over, I'll redo it, and it can drive me crazy. Drink my peppermint tea. Alright, this one's called Coast to Coast. It's a new song I'm working on. It's just instrumental. This is an 8-string baritone.
Yeah. Incredible Josh Rogan.
Very quick shout out. Very quick shout out. Someone came and gifted me today a couple of things. One of them, Joanna, was a hug for you and a hug for me because you're not here. The other thing that she gifted me was a couple of the most adorable, coolest hand sanitizers I could ever ask for in my lifetime. And Billy, are you here? Billy, hi, Billy.
I was just gonna say, I think that might be Billy.
Yeah. It was Billy. So,
it was Billy.
So much love to you, girl. Billy's also getting tattooed at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. They're dear friends with the tattoo color, Glenn West, Featherfingers, the creator of some of my favorite pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting a forearm tattoo as well. Pretty big piece. Pretty excited. I told her to stop in and throw a mask on and sanitize and come and wish her some love.
Nice.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
Billy and her other half, Tony, and their dear friend Redmond come see us every year and have plenty of our pieces. In fact, they, I believe, ordered anniversary rings for all three of them today. So
awesome. Of course. So thank you, Billy. Awesome. Really nice and huge shout out to you. So sad that I can't be there and hug you this year, but I will be there next year to give you a big hug. And it's so nice to connect with you, even in these very strange times and very strange ways. So we have a couple of things that we're going to jump onto, but I have had a specific message from our director who's behind the scenes. He has asked for us to have another drink for him because he did not have a drink when we had a drink last time. So we are under very strict orders to have a cheers, because everyone who wants
to Stu.
Hold on.
A drink. So a big cheers.
Rally.
Woohoo! First day of rally. So I want to showcase and highlight something that's kind of fun that we actually just got today. So this is, I want to kind of tie back into, at the very beginning of the show, I was talking about how Sturgis Jewelry has been at the Sturgis Rally for 32 years. Heidi has been at the rally for 35 years. And we talked before about how Dad and Heidi they had these.
I was two here the first time.
Pardon?
I was two when I came here the first time.
Yeah, exactly. No, you were in the womb, right? So Dad and Heidi had a lot of these similar experiences in the early days, and it wasn't until much later that they came together and became friends and colleagues. And the year that Dad actually stopped coming to Sturgis, he retired from the rally itself to continue to focus on making the jewelry, was the year that Heidi started to work for us. Now, Heidi has an incredible personality and is so good at just chatting with people. And one day she was out at the bar, and she was out at the Knuckle, I think it was, and she was wearing a ring, and a lady stopped her in the bar and said, "What is that ring and where can I buy it?" And Heidi said, "I'll tell you what, I need you to come with me. You're going to come back to the store." And that lovely lady, her name is Carol, and she actually bought the ring off of Heidi's finger, because the one that Heidi was wearing was the right size for her. It was a spider's web ring with a gold spider on it.
It actually, I'm going to take it just a little bit further. That was actually, at that point, that was actually my ring, but we didn't have another one in her size.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I was like, all right, okay.
Now, that has kind of continued.
Rings now that she has bought off my hand. They're mine.
That's what I was about to say. So here we are. Carol just today sent us this picture of her personal collection of Sturgis jewelry. We're just gonna have a quick little look at this right now. It looks like one of our
So
Carol is just so lovely, and she wears it so fucking well.
So I'm gonna say, so the top row, second from the left, that one was her first piece that she bought off my fair. She has more pieces than this because she actually has the 75th anniversary ring that had a sapphire in it.
Yeah.
I also, her hands literally are exactly the same size mine, and she bought the only one had left that has sapphire in it that I had been wearing. So
yeah.
Again, because John only made 75 of the 75th rings, and I had the only one left that fit me in with the sapphire, and now Carol's got it.
Yeah.
But clearly it's at home. I mean, it's very appreciative. So, side note, Carol's husband also has a tray of his own pieces that we do not have pictures of.
Yeah. But this was just one of these beautiful moments where we realized just how the business has evolved and moved over the years, right? Because it was Heidi wearing that piece of jewelry in the knuckle that one day that Carol just fell in love with. And Dad, I know you saw that tray, that picture. She sent that to us minutes before the show started, and we were just floored. We wanted to show it.
That's a shot in the arm to me. It's a treat. It really made my day. Thank Carol very much. If she's watching, I don't know if she's watching right now, but if she gets back to you, thank her very, very much. Because that story's got to stay with us, I think.
That first year, they had been here 3 or 4 days before we met at Knuckle. She, her husband, came every single day for the first year after the first read we sent. She got repeat every single day.
So Heidi,
yeah,
your audio is actually cutting out a little bit. I'm gonna sum that up for anyone who missed it. That first year when they discovered the jewelry, they came in every single day. They came in every day and kept looking and kept picking up more pieces because they were just beside themselves. Yeah. Sorry, Heidi, your audio is cutting out. That's the fun thing with the internet and using, for a moment, an anti-ad, fucking Zoom. We're fucking using Zoom. They advertise in the corner, even though we're paying them for their service. And also fuck Facebook because it wouldn't let us swear. So we just have to say that as well. We need a couple anti-ads in this show.
Whoa.
These are all the services that we must use, and it's so lovely to reach you all. But I mean, come on. We're at Rally, as if we can't swear. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. Sounds good. We're going to jump over to some jewelry now anyway. So we're going to jump right over to the jewelry cam just to have a look at a few more pieces here. A lot of people kind of know our jewelry for our skulls. We do, of course, we do a lot of skulls here. But I also today wanted to showcase some of our animals because our animals are, well, that's one way to do it. That slipped right out of my hand.
Just put those down anywhere.
Is exactly right. So we're looking at some of our animals. So I wanted to pick this up just to show you guys. And so for all of you out there, these are the largest versions so that we can see these a little bit better on the screen here. So this is the largest versions of these rings, but there are actually smaller designs. So it's like a smaller tiger face on the front of the ring. So there's a good example. That's a nice big one. I like my rings chunky. So as you can see, so there's a tiger and you can see the unbelievable detail in this. This one has sapphires in the eyes. Hard to see in the light right now, but there are actually blue eyes in this tiger. I'm going to jump right onto the wolves. The wolves are absolutely stunning. So one of the things with Dad's wolf rings, his designs, is that he, you know, Dad is a practical dude. We're just going to say that. He's a practical dude, and he likes to know that his jewelry is comfortable. So as we showed earlier with this guy with the top hat, it's really nice and comfortable, sits flush with your finger. Well, as is with these wolf rings. So this is too big on me, which is why it's kind of sticking up a little bit. But you can see that you can slide your hand into your pocket with that ring on. And I've never seen another wolf ring that you can say that about. These wolf rings are just stunning and so practical, so comfortable and easy to wear. Again, you can put them next to each other so that I took that off before because this one's too big, but you can wear them next to each other and it's quite comfortable. And then the bear here, I want to show you guys the bear. This is actually the smaller of the bear designs. There is a larger bear design. I don't have one in stock here in Australia right now, so I couldn't show that one today. But there's the bear, again, sits flush with your finger. Like, what? Just so comfortable to wear. And then jumping into some other designs that are not necessarily as flush with your finger, but oh my God, the detail. So we're looking at the boar here. Also a smaller version of this available too. Still very comfortable because of the rounded shank and the wide shank. So still very comfortable to wear. I'm blowing through these because I just want to showcase these animals while we have the chance. I want to have a good animal showcase. This one, oh, we're out of focus. This one's the bull. Oh, look at that guy. The stones on the sides there. These are all rubies and the horns. So also, again, rounded shanks, very thick, very comfortable to wear. And that's the animals that I really wanted to showcase all together, all in one shot, because the animals are just stunning and very unique. And then of course we have to have some skulls sitting right next to the animals. And then the last animal that I'll show you is this stunning buffalo.
My favorite piece probably ever.
Whoa, it's hard for me to get the right angle. Yeah, here we go.
And I have a big lump on my forehead right now to prove it. That is my favorite ring.
Oh yeah. So Heidi swatted a fly off her face the other day, and she was wearing that guy, and she managed to put a dent in her forehead with it.
Yep.
So, Dad, I know that there was kind of an interesting story behind this design. Someone wanted it in gold, right? And that's how you made this design in the first place. That's how you came out with this design.
In a vague memory, yes, I think, and then they declined to take it because it was going to be way too expensive. So yeah, that's fine. That happens every now and again. That's not a problem.
I mean, it's a solid, chunky, heavy ring. I mean, this guy in gold, that's, as we were saying before, it's not just a ring, it's an investment, right? But yeah, just sits wonderful.
That is actually, I don't know if I can get a shot of it either. That's the larger. I have the larger bear.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the buffalo right there. So that's some of our animals, and we have all these skulls. There's all of these pieces. There's so many different designs. And I wish we had time to show all of them to you. But we are running short on time. So we are going to sum up from there. And right now, I want to remind you all to please connect with us on social media. So we are on Facebook, we're on Instagram. You can find us Sturgis Jewelry and at Sturgis Jewelry on Instagram. And please connect with us. We're doing a giveaway. If you missed that earlier, we're doing a giveaway of our Sturgis 80th anniversary ring and some other 80th pieces anniversary. It's a whole anniversary prize pack. All you need to do is follow us on social media and tag your friends in the comments of those posts. And also, I will let you know that any of these little bits that you missed, we've had some awesome stories, and it's so nice to share memories and to hear about the history of the company. All of this is going to be available on YouTube. You are going to be able to access all of this stuff. So if you missed any parts of the show today, know that they will be up. We were a little bit late getting up on Facebook today, which, as a side note, I'm also a yoga teacher and I have a yoga teacher page on Facebook. So we accidentally broadcast the first 10 minutes of this show to my yoga teacher page on Facebook. And I'm pretty sure I took a shot of tequila live on the show, broadcasting to my yoga audience. So hi, everyone. That's kind of funny. I think that's hilarious. You know that yoga teachers are human beings too, right? We're just people. So you can find all of this stuff on social media. Please connect with us on social media. It's awesome to connect with you all. We are going to jump to one final beautiful video, beautiful music show from Josh Rogan. And we'll be back just after that for a quick little sum up. And it's so awesome to have you all here. So we're going to hear some more awesome music from Josh Rogan. Here he is. Mm-hmm.
Afraid of time. It didn't matter to me whether or not I was smiling or crying. Living my life at the tips of the leaves, never thinking twice about my dreams. I've been pushing it. Came a time where I could finally see nobody was gonna hand my life to me. Collecting stones I could stand up on. Now I'm living on the foundation of stones. I've been pushing it. I've been pushing it. I've been pushing it. I've been pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Dreams don't come easily, carry them into reality. Always pushing my strongest love, sweating blood easy, cause I've been pushing it. I've been pushing it. Lord, I've been pushing it. I've been pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Oh. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I love, there we go. We had a little technical issue there with our sound.
I love how we have to be hosts and studio audience because God, Josh is so fantastic. Dad's beside himself, I can tell. You're muted. You're muted, Dad. You'll have to go down to your bottom left corner and unmute yourself. You too, Heidi. There we go. Yeah.
I'm just having all the technical issues right now, but I think I've pretty much got it handled.
We're all good. It's all good. All good. Yeah, beautiful music from Josh. So please do tune in tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Sunday, the 9th of August, I want to say. Sunday, yeah. 7 p.m.
It's the 9th. I'm just going to say this, that when I met Josh and the Rogan brothers, when the first time I met them all, that album, I still play every song all the time, as off regularly. And I've never got tired of it. Josh's music is it's forever for me.
Well, yeah, and the great memories that you tie to it as well, right? Like
but the music and the songs is just so good.
For sure.
He's very good, very good.
Yeah. Absolutely, which is what I was actually just about to get to. So please do join us tomorrow, because tomorrow we have Josh Rogan on live here on the show. We're going to get to chat to him about his music and what he's doing right now. If you want to check him out, it's joshroganmusic.com. So you can check out Josh Rogan. We're going to have him on live tomorrow night, as well as Dad. He's going to be back here with us tomorrow. And of course, Heidi and I will be here because we are here and this is what we are doing instead of actually being in Raleigh to connect with you all. So best online rally ever. Haven't made that joke yet. It's the best online rally ever because it's the first. There's no lie.
Fucking online rally.
So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Dad, for being here. It's been awesome to chat with you and to reminisce. And we have plenty more of that coming up tomorrow. Thank you so much, Heidi, for being my beautiful co-host. The tits to my ass. Oh, you've changed our names again. Nah, everyone missed that.
Oh, man.
I didn't.
I bet some viewers out there.
I didn't.
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't.
So if you missed that before, you'll just have to tune in tomorrow to know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So awesome to connect with you all. Please do tune in tomorrow. We have more of all of this in store. Saul, thank you so much for coming on and showing us all of the stuff about the website. Thank you for being our master website builder. Beautiful website. And we are so excited to be relaunching the business online and to be connecting with you all year round. So check us out, sturgisjewelry.com. I do have to, before we go, shout out a special thanks. And please, everyone have your drinks ready to cheers all of these incredible people who have been a part of our show. Please thank Paula Flalo, Hannah Smith, Kevin Garcia Fernandez, Mikhail Rivera, Stu McIntyre, George Stasik, Joe Ho, and Josh Rogan. Without any of those people, this show would not have been possible. So big cheers to them. Big
and
cheers.
John Willers.
Cheers.
And John Willers.
Muchas gracias.
Everyone, please join us in the after party, our shopping room jewelry counter after party. You don't have to buy stuff, but you can if you want. Join us. If you are joining us, the link will be posted in the comments on both Facebook and YouTube. You can also, if you're ready, write down this Zoom link, or you can just get it from the link. The Zoom link is the meeting ID is 819-0963-5967. Join us there. We'll be there in a few minutes. Thank you everyone so much for joining in. Mwah. Have a beautiful night.
Bring your beverage.
Don't know what it is, but picture in your mind of what you're looking for.